So all of these tools that you've seen so far there's a free version available. So you can play around with these and actually get quite a bit done and certainly learn about them without having to pay money. Accessibility was sort of a question that we had going into this, and it turns out in the AI space for music, accessibility is still pretty good because they're trying to get people interested in the products. Synthesizer V has a free version, but it's pretty limited, so then you buy that. But that's sort of a medium price thing. And then, whoops, nice track plan. And then there's a program called VocalFlex that is a little bit on the expensive end because it does some very specific things. But we had the funding to try it, so we did. So accessibility on this one, not super great. One thing that Isla will talk a little bit more about in a minute is that there's some good security and transparency in these products, SynthV and VocalFlex, for the ethical and moral and just safety side of AI. So that was something that we also looked into, and I'll let her talk more about that. This one is more about transforming voices that exist. So you can transform an AI voice into a different voice. You can transform a human voice into an AI voice and easily go back and forth with VocalFlex. And some of the applications there, the possible uses you can see on the screen. We barely scratched the surface of what you could do with a tool like this. So I'll show you how it works. What's that? Oh, I'm not showing you anything on the screen. Thank you, Maya. Those are some of the opportunities for using it, and some of the challenges and some of the things that we looked at. But in the interest of time, here's a first look at it. So to show you a little bit about VocalFlex, I asked Ryan to share a track that he'd been working on. He didn't like the voice for this track that Suno generated, so he split the stems out and gave it to me, and I'm able to show you a little bit about what VocalFlex can do. Here's the original vocal.
The system's wave, it crushes my soul. Every step forward there's a dugout hole. Chains of Babylon wrapped tight and lean, but freedom's roots grow where they've never been. Babylon falls where the truth stands tall. The fire's burning them stone cold walls. They can't mute the sound of the waking drum. We rise up strong till the rain is done.
I have these 4 voices that I dragged into VocalFlex just from its suggested voices, and here's what they sound like.
The system's way, it crushes my soul. Every step forward there's a dugout hole. Dreams of Babylon wrapped tight and mean, but freedom's roots grow where they've never been. Babylon falls where the truth stands tall. The fire's burning in stone cold walls. They can't mute the sound of the waking drum. We rise up strong till the rain is done.
We feed us lies like it's a daily bread, but the seeds of wisdom grow in my head.
That's enough of that.
Their greedy hands taking all they can find, but their paper throne no rule my mind. Babylon falls where the truth stands tall. The fire's burning, there's stone cold walls. They can't make the sound of the waking drum. We rise up strong till the rain is done.
So that's one of the possibilities with VocalFlex. So that was supposed to sort of, to show you a little bit, whoops. That was supposed to show you movement among these 4 voices. Started with this, what it's called, deep raspy reggae, then bluesy energetic tenor, and then the one that I didn't play very much was deep operatic baritone, because he wasn't the right vibe for this song at all. And then chill male rap was the last one. And so those are just the ones that are programmed into VocalFlex at the start. And there's this other possibility, which is, I hope, going to work. Let me preface this before I play the video in case it doesn't work. You can set waypoints and have it show you, or have it jump from voice to voice. These voices that are in here are Ryan, raise your hand, and Maya, raise your hand, and Dr. M, and Isla, and where's number 4? Where's number 5, I guess? Thank you. Oh, you kind of, here you are, purple. And then number 6 is Lucy, and we finish with Chongling. Yeah? So let's try this. Maybe?
Ryan was using Suno to make a song and didn't like the voice that it produced, so I thought we could play around with some other options in VocalFlex. We all recorded voice samples, and you'll hear us all singing this tune,
Same
starting
song.
with Ryan's voice.
The system's way, it crushes my soul. Every step forward, there's a dugout hole. Dreams of Babylon are tightening, but freedom's from scroll that it never be. Babylon falls, where the truth stands tall. The fire's burning so cold walls. They can't mute the sound of a waking drum. We rise up strong till the rain is done.
This rise like it's a daily bread, but the seeds of wisdom grow in my head.
The greedy hands taking all they can find, but the paper throne now rule my mind.
Babylon falls and the truth stands tall. The fire's burning against stone cold walls. They come with the sound of the waking drum. We rise up strong till the rain is done.
A system built to drive a righteous mind. Rivers of hope flow far and wide. We fight the tide with love as our guide.
No chain strong enough to buy this soul. No puppet strings to keep my role. I walk with chaos through the fire and flame, and whisper freedom's holy name.
So you hear that the vocal qualities change. Now it's still singing with the inflection of the original voice from Suno. So the pronunciation and some of the diction stuff and even the speed of the vibrato is going to remain unless you start to edit it in Synth V. But it will change the timbre and quality, especially if it's in the same range. So for example, Ryan's a tenor and that singer was a tenor, and so you could hear his voice really clearly. I think it worked pretty well with yours too, Ikenna. Then we get some of the higher voices in there and it doesn't match quite as closely. But you know, we started working with this like a month or 2 ago, so I'm sure that you can find more to do with it. I will turn it over now to Isla to talk